Jennifer Smith was a woman who never backed down from a riddle or a fight. Senior economist for Canada, nicknamed Madam Smith, she had spent years unraveling global patterns that no one else could see. And by early 2025, she knew something wasn't adding up about the second Trump administration, something fishy, something sinister. It wasn't just the chaotic policies. Sure, there were the eye-popping tariffs, 245% on imports from allies like Canada and the EU, while Russia and its friends went untouched. There was the financial devastation, $16.1 trillion wiped away overnight, crippling markets that once felt untouchable. There were the gut-wrenching deportations, targeting Americans of Latino descent and shipping them off to the mysterious Sikot prison in El Salvador, a place so ominous, so hidden that no prisoner had ever reemerged. These policies were extreme, brutal, but to Jennifer, they all felt like part of a bigger game. Steve Bannon had a name for it: flooding the zone. It was more than chaos, it was deliberate. A non-stop barrage of whipsawing policy shifts designed to overwhelm America's media, judicial system, and political opposition while keeping Trump's diehard MAGA base fired up. With the Supreme Court stacked, federal judges pre-selected solely for loyalty, and nearly every major institution caving under pressure, there was no room for resistance. The public couldn't keep up, Democrats were spread thin, and the blitz of insane headlines pushed real consequences into the shadows. Jennifer sensed it wasn't random, it was a smokescreen. But what was it hiding? Then the whispers reached her desk. Stories of that infamous prison, Sikot. Officially, it was an anti-crime initiative. Unofficially, it was a nightmare. Built deep in the tropical jungles of El Salvador, the conditions were beyond belief. Overcrowding didn't begin to describe it. Detainees were packed like sardines into sweltering concrete cells with no windows, no toilets, no food, no medical care. Nothing but suffering. The place didn't keep prisoners alive. It processed them into silence. ICE agents kidnapped people straight off American streets and disappeared them into this hell, where the human debris, as cruel officials called them, vanished. What could possibly need hiding on such a scale? Jennifer knew she had to go there to find out. Using her diplomatic credentials, she went undercover. What she found was more horrifying than she'd imagined. Among the overturned trucks hauling supplies to the prison, Jennifer stumbled upon crates bursting with something odd. Sleek metallic robot dogs, built with artificial intelligence. They weren't for sale, they weren't for border patrol, they were weapons. The prison wasn't just a prison, it was a sweatshop, forcing inmates to manufacture robot dog soldiers under brutal, inhuman conditions. But the real shock came when Jennifer connected the dots. These AI-powered hellhounds were being shipped to Moscow and Beijing. Trump's second term wasn't about making America great again. It was about arming Russia and China for global domination. The plan was already in motion, a coordinated invasion beginning with Greenland, moving south through Panama, Canada, and finally Taiwan. If El Salvador's operation succeeded, North America wouldn't stand a chance. Jennifer's heartbeat Jennifer navigated the treacherous terrain. She wasn't just an economist anymore. Mechanical beasts. She was one person holding a catastrophic secret. Her escape wasn't easy. Heat-seeking robot dogs were unleashed to hunt her through the jungle. Her escape wasn't easy. Heat-seeking robot dogs were unleashed to hunt her through the jungle. Their relentless pursuit echoed through the jungle, a mechanical symphony of whirring gears and snapping branches. Driven by desperation and resolve, her escape wasn't easy. Heat-seeking robot dogs were unleashed to hunt her through the jungle. Amid the perilous chase through the jungle, Jennifer discovered a critical vulnerability in the mechanical beasts. Their operational systems were susceptible to cold weather, which rendered them powerless. That small detail, the weakness of the hellhounds, gave her a plan to fight back. Amid the jungle's peril, Jennifer discovered a critical vulnerability in the mechanical beasts chasing her. Their operational systems were susceptible to cold weather, rendering them powerless. As she watched their metallic limbs twitch and falter, a spark of realization ignited within her. That small detail, the weakness of the hellhounds, gave Jennifer a critical advantage. Armed with this knowledge that had seemed impossible. Returning to Canada, Jennifer worked with military officials on Operation Canadian Cold. When Trump's tantrum led to the deployment of robotic dogs in Greenland, Jennifer's team aimed beams of freezing technology at the invaders, stopping the machines in their tracks. The battle would be remembered as the first blow against tyranny, the moment when courage and ingenuity triumphed against overwhelming odds. Jennifer knew the fight wasn't over, but she understood one thing. Even when the zone is flooded, even when the nightmare seems unstoppable, the truth matters. And those willing to chase it, even into the darkest jungles, carry the light that exposes evil. America might be forfeited for now, but Canada wasn't giving up without a fight.